Hello my friends, it's Nadia, and I'm back today to talk about clairaudience. So in this video, I'll be giving you 5 signs that you may have the psychic gift of clairaudience. All right, my friends, so let's talk about clairaudience. So clairaudience means clear hearing. It's the ability to hear beyond the normal range. It's also the ability to intuitively receive information or messages from spirit and from your higher self. Clairaudience is one of 4 major psychic senses, and these psychic senses are actually connected to different chakras in the body. With clairaudience, clairaudience is ruled by the throat chakra, which controls communication. And then there's clairvoyance, which is clear seeing, and that is controlled by the third eye chakra. Then there's clairsentience, which is clear feeling, which is ruled by the solar plexus chakra. And then there's claircognizance, which is clear knowing, and that is ruled by the crown chakra. So it's important to know that balancing your chakras actually helps to unblock your psychic gifts. Now, I do believe that we are all born with these psychic gifts, and it's just that some of us, it's a lot stronger or more noticeable than others. I also, with some of us, it'll just manifest or develop at a certain time in our life. You just never know. And then I do believe that you can also learn to develop these gifts as well. Now, for me, I have seen signs, and when I've read and looked for signs of clairaudience, when I experience all the ringing in the air and different things, I've definitely seen signs that I do have the clairaudient ability, but I'm not trying to develop it more. I'm just not. I'm not trying to develop any psychic gifts. I believe that there's some important things I need to do and still need to accomplish, which is just becoming my greatest version, growing more spiritually, learning to manifest and stay positive. These things are, to me, the important parts of me growing more spiritually. Once I get to the point that I feel a lot stronger spiritually, a lot more connected, then I may feel comfortable exploring psychic gifts. I'm not interested in trying to develop them because I kind of don't want to experience anything that I don't really want to experience, which I know a lot of people with this gift, it's not always a wonderful gift to hear voices and have these things happening to you. It's not always fun. So I'm not trying to force something like that to happen. I feel like when I get to the point that that gift grows in some way, or once I have grown more spiritually and that gift develops, it'll be meant for me to have it so that I can help someone with it. So you got to kind of look at your intentions. What is the reason that you're trying to develop the gift? For me, it's like I'm just going to let it come when it comes, so that I'm not experiencing anything that I can't understand or that I'm not ready for. Now, since the clairaudience is connected to the throat chakra, I do feel like if you are clairaudient, then you're good at communicating. But if you're not good at communicating, then you may just have an imbalance in the throat chakra. And just imagine if you are someone who is clairaudient, but you're having issues with communication. Imagine balancing your chakras and getting better at communicating. That would mean that your clairaudience would probably grow even more. Now, I've read everywhere, many places, that one of the first signs of clairaudience is the ringing in the air pressure, the buzzing in the air and stuff like that. And I've talked about that tons of times. So that's something that I definitely have been experiencing. It started off with the ringing in the air. Then it went to pressure, where it feels like you're in an airplane, pressure in the air, and now I'm back to ringing again. So it's been kind of shifting. So I didn't even put that in the list as one of the 5 signs because I've been talking about that too much. Moving along. So here are 5 signs that you may be clairaudient. Number one, information just comes to you sometimes. You could be thinking about something and then you just try to figure out something and then you just get this crystal clear understanding. And it's just like, oh, that's what it is. And then what becomes even more exciting is when you find out that whatever it is you thought was actually right. Let's say you're thinking about how something works and you're like, oh, well, you know what? This is probably what it is. Oh, it's probably that. You come up with this idea and this understanding, and even though you didn't read it anywhere, you go back and look, and then you find that what you were thinking is actually right. That is a sign that you are clairaudient. Sometimes you may come up with an idea and have like a really exciting, interesting idea about something, and then you seem to forget the idea. Now later on, you're like, what was that I was thinking about earlier? I had such a great idea. So now the even bigger question is, was that your idea or was that an idea from somewhere else? Number two, hearing things that other people don't hear, whether it's voices or all kinds of little thumps and sounds, footsteps and things like that. Me, I had an experience where spirit, and I'm not sure who it was, whistled in my ear one time when I was in my living room on the couch. Aside from that, sometimes I'll hear a thump behind me, and it just sounds like something landed behind me or something. I've heard that quite a bit, and other people don't hear it. The ringing sounds, the sounds of energy and things like that. You can ask someone, do you hear that? And they don't hear it. Sometimes your hearing actually just gets very good. Like you can hear things from a far distance. That's a sign of clairaudience. Another thing with hearing is you might be really good at remembering the things that you heard. This is me all day with my husband, especially like with him, my kids. Let's say we're talking about something that happened last week, and then my husband says, oh, well, I said this, and then you told me this. And then I'll be like, no, you said this, and I said that. Like, I can remember specifically everything that was said, word for word. So being good at remembering the things that you heard and hearing sounds that other people don't hear, of course, those are signs that you are clairaudient. Number three, you are good at comforting people, guiding people, listening to people. You may even, as far as your career goes, you might, in your career, have a job where you are comforting people. For me, I'm a massage therapist that I've been for many years, and so I'm already making people feel comfortable. But at the same time, I have people that will come in and tell me their whole life story. They'll tell me everything. And sometimes I can give them advice, and it sounds like it comes out so well. The advice just flows so nicely. Clearly, that's coming from somewhere, and it's meant for me to help this person, to give them the information that they need, and it just comes out. It just flows. So, guiding people, comforting people, these are signs that you are clairaudient. Number four, talking to yourself. Do you talk to yourself? I do, and I have for all my life. I'm not saying that you're speaking out loud a lot of the time. Sometimes it's just in your head that you're talking to yourself. You're just talking and talking. I've done this ever since I was a kid, and like I've already mentioned, I was one of those kids with the imaginary friend and stuff like that. But you know, like I said, I was a little girl with no mom. So I used to run around and play, but I was in my own world, and I always say that I never felt like I was by myself. So maybe it was just a natural feeling to talk to myself because I'm actually with someone. So that's a sign. Talking to yourself, whether it's in your head, you're receiving. A lot of times when you're talking to yourself, you're actually receiving divine guidance and you don't even know it. A lot of times I find myself telling myself to tighten up sometimes. Like, for example, if I'm thinking something negative or I say something that's not really positive, I'll sometimes be like, stop it, Nadia. Just stop it, Nadia. That's wrong. You know that's wrong. Stop it. I'll do that sometimes. So maybe that's coming from somewhere. But that is a sign that you're clairaudient. And number 5, music raises your vibration. So if music really makes you feel good, that's a sign that you're clairaudient. You may be musically inclined or know how to play instruments and things like that. That's a sign that you're clairaudient. You know, there was a time when I thought that everyone, not just me, but everyone felt chills when they hear music. Because I do that. A lot of times I hear songs and it will just give me chills. And I thought that that was normal. I thought everybody experienced that. But it's not. I've asked people, there are people who, they don't get chills when they hear music. But some of us do. And that is a sign that you're clairaudient because of how the music makes you feel. And then on the other hand, too much noise or certain sounds, loud sounds and noises are very irritating to you. They may even give you a little anxiety, or makes you feel anxious or irritated. This is definitely something that I noticed with my daughter, my youngest one, the little one. She's 3 years old and she will just walk around covering her ears. Like everything bothers her. The sound of the teapot, the sound of the vacuum. There's a movie on and there's a part with action in it. She runs, she covers her ears. Sometimes she'll come in the room and want to say something to you, but she'll have her hands over her ears. She's just very sensitive to sounds. And so I'm watching her because I don't know, she might be clairaudient. Her with those ears, covering the ears, it's just very interesting. So I gotta keep my eye on that little one, little Indigo, that's her name. So aside from that, quiet, you need quiet. You need peace and quiet. You feel good in silence sometimes. For me, sometimes I'm driving the car and I don't even want me. I just turn everything down. It's like I need to hear myself think. So if you're someone who needs quiet and needs peace and quiet and you know, just needs silence, that's a sign that you're clairaudient. So that's it, everybody. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to everybody who have subscribed to my channel. I see how it's just growing and growing. Y'all about to have me step my game up now because we got a camera in the house that I've had for quite some time. My husband bought it for, you know, to take pictures and for me to use it last year. And I don't know if it's just me not wanting to push myself out of my comfort zone and really learn how to work that camera and maybe use my computer to upload videos, because I'm always using my phone. So I'm about to push myself out of my comfort zone once again and learn to use this camera so I can start editing videos on the laptop and being able to make, you know, nicer videos and things like that. So stay tuned, everybody. Once again, thank you everyone who have subscribed, and I'll see you all soon. Peace and blessings.